Welcome, everyone. Today, we're diving into job interviews, a situation that can feel intimidating, but is a fantastic way to practice real English. Ava, why do you think interviews are such a key moment for language learners?
Well, Alex, interviews are where you use professional language for real-life goals. They test your ability to introduce yourself, explain your experience, and show confidential skills that help learners grow.
Exactly. We'll guide listeners through a realistic interview conversation, focusing on slow, clear English. Ready to break it down step by step?
Absolutely! We'll also share tips for pronunciation and explain useful phrases so even beginners can follow along and feel more prepared.
Let's start with the basic show. Do you greet an interviewer politely? For example, saying, "Nice to meet you." Why is this phrase important in an interview setting?
Nice to meet you signals respect and friendliness. It sets a positive tone. In most English-speaking workplaces, a warm greeting can make you memorable and help ease initial nerves.
That's true, and even simple questions like, "How are you today?" show you're polite and engaged. These are small details, but they matter, don't they?
Definitely. Many interviewers remember candidates who seem comfortable and courteous from the very start. Practicing these phrases aloud can help learners sound more natural.
Now, let's tackle the classic. Tell me about yourself. This question often comes early. Ava, how might a beginner structure a strong answer here?
A simple structure is best. Start with your name, mention your background, and end with your goal. For example, my name is Ava. I studied at City College. I'm interested in customer service.
Breaking it into 3 parts helps keep things clear. Would you suggest practicing this out loud to build confidence?
Absolutely. Repeating your answer helps you remember key words and reduces stress. Try recording yourself and listening for clear pronunciation.
Interviewers will often ask, "Do you have any experience?" How can beginners answer if they have limited work history?
You can mention any related activity, such as volunteer work or school projects. For instance, I have experience in helping customers at my school's library. It's about showing transferable skills.
So even if you haven't had a job before, you can still share relevant stories. Would you recommend using the phrase "I have experience in" for various situations?
Yes, this phrase is flexible. You can say, I have experience in teamwork, or I have experience in organizing events. It's a great way to show what you've learned.
Many interviewers ask about strengths. How can someone answer, "What are your strengths?" in a simple yet effective way?
Try saying, I'm good at working with people, or I am good at solving problems. Choose 1 or 2 strengths that fit the job. Use real examples if you can.
That's great advice. What if a learner isn't sure what their strengths are?
Think about things you enjoy or feedback from teachers. For example, if you like helping classmates, you might say, I am good at teamwork.
Let's move to a key question. Why do you want this job? How can beginners answer honestly and professionally?
A simple way is, I'd love to work here because I want to learn more about this field. Or, I like your company because it helps people. Connect your answer to your interests or goals.
So, relating your motivation to the company's values or your personal growth makes a strong impression?
Exactly. It shows you've thought about the company and your future. Even 1 or 2 sentences can make your answer personal and sincere.
Let's talk about sounding both polite and confident. What are some phrases listeners can use to show respect during an interview?
Try using, thank you for your time, or I appreciate this opportunity. These expressions show gratitude and professionalism, which are always valued in interviews.
Would you say that using please, thank you, and I look forward to hearing from you at the end helps make a positive impression?
Absolutely. These phrases close the conversation respectfully and signal that you're serious about the opportunity.
Let's review some essential vocabulary. Words like interview, position, experience, and skills come up often. Why is it important to pronounce these clearly?
Clear pronunciation helps the interviewer understand you easily. For example, experience has 3 syllables, ex, per, I, ence. Practicing these words makes your answers smoother.
Would you recommend repeating these words aloud? Maybe even writing them down to remember spelling and meaning?
Yes, writing and speaking new vocabulary helps you remember it and use it naturally under interview pressure.
Pronouncing words like confident or experience can be tricky. What strategies can beginners use to improve their pronunciation before an interview?
Break words into parts. Say confident slowly, then faster. Record yourself and compare with native speakers. Also, practice with tongue twisters for fun and fluency.
That's a helpful approach. Do you think practicing with a friend or in front of a mirror can also boost confidence?
Definitely. Seeing yourself speak or practicing with someone else helps reduce anxiety and improves your delivery.
Now, let's challenge our listeners. Try answering, "Tell me about yourself," and "Why do you want this job?" Ava, why is practicing out loud so important?
Speaking out loud makes you more comfortable with your answers. It's like training for a sport. The more you practice, the more natural you'll sound in a real interview.
Listeners, pause the episode, answer these questions slowly, and don't worry about mistakes. Every attempt builds your skills.
And remember, it's not about being perfect, it's about being clear and confident. Keep practicing, and your English will improve step by step.
As we wrap up, let's recap. Job interviews are a powerful way to practice real English. Ava, any final advice for beginners preparing for their first interview?
Stay calm, prepare your answers, and practice speaking. Use the phrases we discussed, and remember that every interview is a learning experience.
We hope today's episode helps you feel more prepared and confident. Don't forget to subscribe for more easy English conversations each week.
Thanks for joining us. Keep practicing, and soon you'll be ready for your next big opportunity.